Hi, good afternoon, Pain Warriors. This is Shayna Smith, and I was inspired after looking at one of my friends who has a fitness website, who does blogging, but also decided to make a video recently just to update her friends and family members as to where she stands in her fitness program. And I decided what a great idea for us to actually start touching base with one another through things such as this, a video. I just think that it's a little more informal. It's not an email. You can put a face to the name, and I can really get out as much as I want to get out in less amount of time when it comes to explaining a little bit about the programs and things that we have going on at US Pain Foundation. For many of you, you may have received the email concerning the state proclamations. I did receive a few responses from our pain warriors letting us know that they're interested in either getting in touch with their governor or getting in touch with their mayor's office. Now, the proclamation is important. It's something that we do have to do on an annual basis. I had a member ask me if they could just put in September is Pain Awareness Month every year, which would be incredible, and that's certainly a goal that US Pain and other nonprofit organizations would like to have. Unfortunately, it's just the way that it works with government. We do have to submit it annually. So that was a very good question. You'll find on the state proclamation template that I sent to those that are interested, there are some blank lines that you will need to fill in just so that way it is state specific. It's very easy to get in touch with your governor or your mayor's office. You just simply look up online the contact information. For Connecticut, you just go to ct.gov, or I just type in Governor Daniel P. Malloy's office, and then the websites are really easy to maneuver. If you are interested in a state proclamation, just send me an email. Let me know that you are willing to be the go-to for your state, and I can walk you through if you are not very computer savvy or you're having difficulty on your state or local websites. That's something that I can certainly help you out with. Certain websites will have a space where you could put a message if you wanted to. It's optional, and we just ask that if you do want to put in a message that it's courteous in nature, that you explain your personal ties with the pain community, maybe a sentence or two as to why you believe that this proclamation is important, why it's important to you personally, and what it could mean for the entire state. One thing that I have found is a plus or a positive that you could also share with your governor and or your local board of selectmen or your mayor's office is to let them know that US Pain Foundation is working right now on creating a space in our website where we will be scanning in all of the approved proclamations across the United States. So this will be a nice area where all of our proclamations that are approved will be showcased, and anyone that visits our website, ambassadors included, will be able to see the states that really do care about the pain community and are willing to have this proclamation approved for us. So if that's something that you think might help them in the decision process, you can certainly bring that up with them, that is something that we are working on. I only have a few people that have expressed an interest in doing the state proclamations, and I'm looking at my calendar. It's July 2nd, so we have less than 2 months, all of July and all of August, in order to get the ball really rolling. And speaking of getting the ball rolling, aside from the state proclamations, which are great for people who may be having a difficult pain month or pain week, because it's not too rigorous, it's not too strenuous, and it doesn't take up too much of your time. We also have the pain awareness events that we're really trying to get going across the United States. We have a handful of people that have expressed an interest in setting up a table at an already pre-existing event or a fair, for example, or a community day. The town of Thompson, where I live in, has a community day in September, so I will be setting up a table for that. And in my neighboring state, Rhode Island, Ambassador and Assistant Project Director Ellen Smith is going to be doing the state awareness program, which is a little bit more extensive. There is more work that needs to be put into it. So we do recommend that if you're interested in doing that, that you definitely keep in contact with Ellen and myself so we can make sure that the entire not proclamation, the entire program goes as smoothly as possible. I know that it's difficult some days, being a pain warrior myself. I know the challenges that can go along with the day-to-day tasks, and taking up something like a pain awareness event might seem a little difficult, might seem a little overwhelming at first, especially for our new ambassadors. Welcome. It's something that you might be a little shy about, but I do wholeheartedly believe that there is more to it than simply making a program. You start to have this personal connection with the pain community the more you start working on it, and you gain this personal satisfaction when you start doing these events or you start testifying, and it's really addicting. You know, people that testify or advocate say it all the time that it's so addicting to continue helping our fellow pain warriors in the community and across the nation. And it's true. The same thing goes for the events. One benefit of hosting your own pain awareness event is that it is your own. You create the program. If you wanted to have a few guest speakers, you would be responsible for seeking those out. So you do have a lot of say in terms of how your program is going to look and the final result of it. So if that's your thing, I know it's mine. Um, then certainly get in touch with me via email and I'll be able to help you. If you're not sure how your program should look, we do have examples that you could mirror. We do have suggestions for you, and I'm certainly willing to look in your area and reach out personally to certain people who I think might be a good fit for your awareness event. So when you're doing your event, you want to make sure that you do have a goal in mind, and that's with anything that we send out your way in terms of tasks and projects. Having a goal is a great way to make sure that you're not going to be overwhelmed, and also having something that you can see what the end result of. It's just beneficial to have. So set a goal for yourself. If it's to host a state pain awareness event, making your community aware of US Pain Foundation, or if you have a certain theme for your awareness event, then those are all great things that you can shoot for. So set a practical goal, and once you have that, pretty much the rest falls into place. You start to gain this sense of motivation, and you have an incredible community and network of fellow ambassadors that are willing and able to help. I know that in some states, I was looking at our list over here, there are a lot of ambassadors in certain states, and maybe one or two in other states. There are also a few states with no representation, so I'm working on that currently. So if you are interested in doing something like a statewide pain awareness event, but you think that you might need some help, I can try and pair you up with other people within your state, so that way together you can start communicating and look at a venue that's maybe more central and easy for everyone. When you're choosing a venue in general, you want to make sure that there's ample parking. You want to make sure that it is handicap accessible and friendly. Hospitals, libraries, community centers, things of that nature, town halls, town green areas. These are all great examples of places where you might want to consider having your awareness event. Usually they are little to no cost, which is a plus for nonprofit organizations. When you're doing your program, you want to try and find a local printing company that would be willing to do the printing for nothing, close to nothing, or donate, have it be an in-kind donation. And if you're having problems seeking out printing companies, again, just let me know and I can certainly help you out with that. So I think I covered most of what we're currently working on and focusing on, because we're getting down to the wire with September Pain Awareness Month. The proclamations are important, as well as getting your event in order. And you can certainly piggyback with an existing walk nonprofit organization that's hosting another event in your area. If you are unsure if a venue is a good fit for US Pain, again, just contact me. I'll work with you and see if it's a good fit. We can work on getting your table set up and having materials sent your way. You just want to give us ample time to ship out the materials. If you're having an event, let's say in 4 days, it's going to be a little bit difficult for us to get some of that information your way. So just give us a little bit of time so we can start putting together the packages for you, so that way we can make sure that your event runs as smoothly as possible. So some other exciting things that are happening with US Pain Foundation right now. We're going to be working on our first online chat session, and this is something that I would like to continue and have either on a weekly or monthly basis. So this is where I really need your opinions and would love to hear from you. If you can respond to this video or send me an email letting me know what your thoughts are. I can take everyone's suggestions and better create a program that works for the majority. There is no one size fits all, but I'll try my hardest to make sure that this new program runs smoothly. So basically what we're doing is we would be getting together on the Ambassador Only website. And in that website, there is a main room where we can all chat and participate. Excuse me, that's my phone. And what we'll be doing is the first session will be very general. It's going to be very laid back. There's not going to be too much to discuss except just to see where everybody is in terms of their pain awareness events, proclamations, where they stand on that, if anyone needs help. And then what I'll be working on after that is certain themes or topics for the month. So that's also where our ambassadors come in. There are certain things that you would like to be on the agenda, so to speak. Just let me know ahead of time. I can see if we can get some comments from specialists or peers or someone in the medical field to answer your question and then be better informed when we all get together to meet. So the way that I was thinking, we would all be informed as to when we're meeting, and that's something else that we need to discuss, because I was thinking a lot of other nonprofits or groups will meet towards the evening. I see this as being a good time just because so many of us have doctor's appointments during the day and or work on a full or part-time basis, have family to take care of and things of that nature. So I was thinking towards the evening, not too late. And the way that I would let us know when we're meeting is either set up a time where we do meet, let's say the second Thursday of every month or every Thursday at a certain time. Then that's fine. That's something that I'm willing to set up for us. If you're not a member of the US Pain Foundation Ambassador Facebook page, I implore you and ask really nicely that you do like our page. Most of you like it because you're watching this right now. But if you wanted to gently sway our fellow pain warriors into liking the page, what I was thinking of doing is when we are getting ready to chat, to create some sort of a logo, if you will, a photo or a picture, and just posting that on the Facebook page, letting people know that we are now chatting. Something else that I'm working on is getting somebody such as a nurse or a specialist in a specific field to join us in our conversations. And if they cannot join us in our conversations, to have all of you ask them and send them questions that you may have, and then we can do a little Q&A segment, question and answer segment, as part of our chat discussions. So that's something that I'm working on, and I don't have a definite date yet just because I'm still working on the September pain awareness. But that's something that's definitely in the works, and I plan to start working more so on that project towards the end of this week and early next week as well. So having your suggestions and thoughts or ideas will greatly help in that process. Otherwise, I think it's just day to day, communicating with all of you. It's been a pleasure meeting all of you via email, and I hope to start to meet some of you face to face for the pain awareness events. We try to have representation from the US Pain Foundation, so either Paul or Nicole or I can try to be present for the events that you are hosting if it's a statewide pain awareness event. Um, Also, I just wanted to say thank you to the ambassadors who have really stepped up lately with regards to our advocacy work. A lot of ambassadors have stated that they were interested in advocating, whether it be simple phone calls, writing letters or emails, to the more hands-on, which is actually going and testifying before a committee or legislators on behalf of U.S. Pain Foundation. We have had a really good number of you that have expressed an interest and have already become involved. And we thank you for that because we feel so strongly about having our voices heard at the state and federal level. And really, it's up to people like ourselves within the pain community to give a face and a story to what it's like living with pain on a day to day basis. So that way, we can just have those that are not in the pain community gain a better understanding of what it's like. So that way, when there are policies being made and things of that nature, that it's really catered for the betterment of the patient and not just for others. So that's pretty much it. I hope that I haven't bored you too much. And if you have any questions, just send me an email. It's ambassadordirector@gmail.com. My phone number is 860-315-7307. And I do hope that you all are having a low pain day. And I'm sending gentle hugs your way. We'll talk soon. Thank you.